Alright, welcome back everyone. So today we're going to do a replay review where I play against Highlander. Highlander is a friend of mine from the Hodgepodge Discord. He's one of the best players in the world, uh, though he claims he doesn't care about ELO. But yeah, Highlander is a good guy, very strong player, and so today we're going to look at my game I played versus him. And if you look at my hand, really no complaints at all about this hand. I have Algae in the Ecozone, which are nice combos. I have Industrial Microbes. Go away, Ecozone. I have Industrial Microbes, which I can copy with Robotic Workforce. I have a Mining Area and a Corporate Stronghold even. And I'm looking at this hand and I'm thinking, wow, this is going to be the rare Corporate Stronghold game here. I'm looking at Robo Workforce in the Industrial Microbes. And then next gen, I'll be able to Corporate Stronghold and Mining Area. And then just play my plant stuff. And I'm very happy. So I pick Inventrix. Helion is also reasonable, but Inventrix gives me enough cash to afford one extra card, and I really do want to keep investment loan if I can. And the plus or minus 2 could also come in handy with Algae as well. So that was my rationale behind it. Highlander's Eco Line, so he has the stronger corp. He opens with Media Group, so strong card. Then immediately sabotages me. Brutal. This thing right here is one of the key moments of the game because now I can no longer do my Industrial Microbes and copy, and my whole plan is kind of thrown off now. I draw 3 cards, but no complaints about my draw. Decomposers and Terraforming come into my hand, so very happy with those 3 from Inventrix. I could consider investment loan here, but it just feels really bad to me. I still couldn't afford to do Robotic Workforce. Or could I? Minus 3, so it's plus 7. Yeah, I could afford a Robotic Workforce, but that's basically just plus 1. I don't know. It felt bad. I think it's better to wait for more discounts or rebates or something than just using it right at the beginning of the game to get one more steel prod. That feels not worth it in terms of a trade-off. So I pass, and okay, no complaints about this hand. I take the Research Outpost, and here's a really interesting decision. So he's Eco-Line, so I don't really want to give him Lunar Beam. On the other hand, I'm Inventrix with Algae and Kelp in hand, and if I can just push the Oxygen really fast with those things, then I'm sitting pretty in this situation. And so I think about it and I decide that he also has Media Group, so I'm going to take Special Design. In retrospect, probably should have done Lunar Beam and not try to be cute with Algae and Kelp, but I don't think this is bad either with both of these in hand. Yeah, I changed my mind, and then I changed it back. Yeah, it was a tough decision. And then he gets me Ecosystems back. I thought this was fascinating. He's basically now saying that he has the ability to push the game pace really fast, and trees is better for him than ecosystems, which it's a 5-point card for me. So, okay. I take 3, and once again, this now delays everything more than I would like it to. I play the Robotic Workforce, the copy. I figure I will just let my steel build up, and with my steel, I'll now play Research Outpost instead of Corporate Stronghold, and put my mining area over there, and all's good. He plays Lunar Beam, so Ecoline now has some heat. He's in a good spot as well. These cards aren't quite as insane. I love Eos when it comes to Ecozone value, but you also have to watch out for Preds here, because Predators could really take away a lot of my Ecozone value. So I take the Predators away, so I can't get my animals eaten. These cards don't matter so much, so I take the Oxygen Power in case he needs that. Okay, he took MedLab, makes enough sense, cutting science tags. I also cut a science tag, just better be safe. And I'm not going to keep much. I keep Gene Repair because I have Research Outpost. It's a good way to get some points, but I'm pretty poor, and I need to make sure I can afford Research Outpost in the mining area. So he converts, and then immediately plays Mining Rights right where I wanted to go. So, again, if he had not saboed me, I could have had my city there, I could have had my mining area there, but now plans all kind of thrown off. So I'm not happy to see that. I decide I'm still going to play Research Outpost, but I go down here. I decide card is good enough, and I'll take the ability of mining area on some steel and just continue getting some steel prod up. Trans Neptune is fine. If I ever find a science payoff, I'm happy with that. Now he has optimal arrow braking and GHG. So you guys remember my rebate video. When you have these two things together, that's a potent combo. So he has a very strong combo for all events now. All events are going to pay off massively. So he has a bunch of heat. I have no choice but to pass, and then he raises temperature. Okay, these cards don't matter so much. I guess I played twice. Anyway, you take Moss just because you don't want to give him fuel for NRA, and I have the full bio package here with Eco and Decomposers. Well, I guess I'm missing Viral, so not the full, but anyway, you see bio tags, you should take bio tags when you have Decomposers and Eco Zone in hand. Strong cards, I say greenhouses for the same reason as before. I take the release just because he has media, and I don't want to help him get towards Terraformer. I don't think Tardigrades is so great for him, especially since he won't need the microbe tag for advanced ecosystems, which I have in my hand, so that's my decision there. And I just take the 2 bio cards. So I have Steel. I should use it. So I play Corporate Stronghold, and I play it because, 1, it's going to cut off his ability to get to these top oceans, which I think is valuable. And 2, is just a way to get my income up and spend my Steel, because I had no other way of spending Steel. So I do think this is the right play. And then I just play Gene Repair, just continue to get my income up. He plays Dev Center and starts drawing. So now you could find some premium cards. Okay, so this is a tough one. I choose birds because bio package and because I want to hit his plants. But giving him Carbonate also lets him push the heat. I'm not sure about this one. Carbonate's not exactly a fantastic heat card. You know, it's effectively a net of 2 heat. But at the same time, I'm not sure Birds is so good that I should give him heat and let him have a chance at a shorter game. Easy Earth Office, though. I already have investment loan in hand, and other things will pay off. Then he doesn't take it. He takes the ocean, which I thought was fascinating. That's again saying I don't care about heat, I need oceans, and he has media, so it makes some sense, but I really expected him to take this card instead. So, something to watch out for. That implies he has a lot of space events or already has some heat in hand. So I just keep 2 birds for the bio combo. And now he lava flows, so yeah, he does seem to have some heat in hand. Once again, Media Group getting some insane value for him. And now he just converts over there next to Noctis City. That makes me wonder, does he have Noctis City, or is he just doing that in order to get the premium plant rebates? Hard to say. But I just pass. There's nothing to really do in my hand right now, and I'm not going to waste cash. I'm not that rich. Okay, so of these cards, my opinion is Farming is the scariest one, because he has already claimed he wants trees very badly, and I don't think Jovians are going to be very good for him. He does have the titanium prod, but it's kind of whatever in that regard. I don't think he's actually going to buy Asteroid Mining Consortium. These are very good. Media Archives would be kind of sick this game, but Search for Life I think just has more value in terms of turning on anti-grav if I were to find anti-grav. But it's possible Media Archives was the correct pick here, with Earth Office as well. But what would really be a problem for me is he's already shown he's willing to play a mid-game with Dev Center, and if he got 3 science tags for AI or gets Mass Converter, I don't want to enable easy ones like that for him. So he does take the AMC. I just cut the Ganymede colony. And I take the science just in case it helps me turn on the anti-grav if I find anti-grav. It also gets me 16 for planner, which I go ahead and claim. And I go ahead and standard to greenery. Now, this move might look a little crazy, but look at the parameters. It's going to get me closer to, well, I guess I already can't play Decomposers because I'm in Ventrix, but it would turn it on for me. But if I was not in Ventrix, but the main thing is it now allows me to play Ecozone. And with me playing Ecozone, I'm now able to play all my plant cards in hand and rack up all the points and contest him on the oxygen track. and I put it down there on the card, and I draw a Food Factory. Okay, so Food Factory is not really a good card, but I did just draw it for free. I do have a bunch of steel. It's not the worst card I've ever seen when gotten for free here. So now he plays Immigrant City, so Eco Line trying to rush now gets a very cheap city down right there, very annoying. Now it lets him convert again if he wants to. I just play Earth Office and wait for a second. He converts right there. The reason I did that is because if he did place his forest right here, then I would have done Ecozone in this direction to cut off his ocean walking, but he's smart. He's playing around it by placing it there, and I say, fair enough. I'm just going to pass because now where I wanted to place my Ecozone doesn't exist anymore, and I would like to wait and see if I find viral enhancers. He claims Gardener. Not going to mess around with that. Okay, so I take Open City here because I think with my excess steel that I'm going to have and oxygen going pretty quickly, this will be a good card later in the game. Flooding, I don't want to give him an ocean, and I don't want him to hit me with it. He has Media Group. Seems straightforward enough. Just take away the cloud seeding. Just keep his plant prod as low as I can. And I take both of them. Flooding's a good card for me too, because it's going to get me closer to algae and kelp, and I am in Ventrix, so I would like to get both of them. So he raises heat, plays power, so he's looking in pretty good shape. 28 TR already, but also -4 production. So I flooding. I go ahead and do it on 2 plants. That way I can hit him for a -4, slow down his development a little more. He plays restricted area, so now he really can go either way. He has 2 card draw to my 0. He has full media optimal synergy. He has a city for his eco line. He has good plant prod. In general, he just has a dream setup. It's very good for him. I go ahead and play the eco zone. Just grab the 2 plants over there. I go ahead and get my moss down. He draws. I play grass. Grass is now online, thanks to the heat being raised. And now I'm going to have 9 plants next gen. So I decide to meme a little bit, and I tell him as much. I'm going to meme in chat, and we all have a laugh as I play Food Factory here. It's not great, but I had the lot of steel lying around. It increases my money, and I still get my conversion. So I'm going to stand by it as an okay move here. Okay, what do you never give an eco line with this setup? Standard tech. It's too good. He will just be able to standard out any asteroids or oceans he needs, and I will be in big trouble. So I'm glad I found that. Though honestly, that AAA is not bad for him since he has all those rebates. Again, he has event rebates, so I don't want to give him that. And again, he doesn't take it. I'm a little surprised, but also just having some power on hand is not a bad idea. So I cut that so it doesn't come back to him. And of these cards, I just keep Convoy from Europa. It helps me towards algae and kelp farming, so that's why I hold on to it. Also, it's going to let me look at more cards, and I find Earth Catapult, so I'm very happy about finding that. And now I can convert. I just take 2 cash back and a point. I also could have gone... no, that's his greenery. Next turn, that allows me to also go for 4 cash and a steel back if he doesn't convert there. But he does immediately to block that from me. And then he draws his cards. I play Special Design because the second ocean now lets me play kelp farming. And now I'm going to have to plan on Earth Cat and future gens and algae and all that good stuff along with it. So I'm not upset with my position having -3 cards, but I have no card draw, and he also has some very premium cards for a rush setup. So we'll have to see how this game pans out. He kills some of my plants with Comet. It's a little sad he has that. But now that he played the ocean, that turns on my algae. So now I decide it's time to investment loan and play the algae to go ahead and get that online. He plays Nitro Moss because 3 oceans are down. So we both have some good plant prod. And I go ahead and play Search for Life by selling a card because 6% oxygen is coming up, and I don't want to have to fight over the oxygen bonus here. He plays Industrial Center, incredibly annoying. That blocks off my Ocean Walk now. So not happy he had that, but what can you do? And then Ants. He has Ants to use on my Decomposers. Oh, it's so annoying. I can't believe he found that, but he found it. Alright, so obviously Space Elevator is insane for me. Also, Irby's is insane for both of us. So I make the call of Irby's has to be the right pick here. And then Small Animals, again, Bio Package, hurting his plants, all wins. Yeah, it's a little scary given them Mole area, but it's Gen 9, not really so impactful. Then he gives me Space Elevator back. I was shocked. He's basically saying, go ahead, I am going to win because I have Optimal and Media, and Tech Demo is just that much better than Space Elevator is going to be for you. So, okay. Maybe he's planning on Asteroid Mining Consortiuming me, but deal. I'm going to have a way to spin my steel for the rest of the game, basically. And he Deimos downs me, so I lose 7 plants. Absolutely brutal. He couldn't really have gotten a better card in this situation. So again, look at all the events that he's played and has gotten incredible value. He's killed my plants, and it's very sad. And he is not looking like an issue anymore. Oh, and he gets Terraformer as well. So milestones are locked in now. I play the Earth Cat. Go ahead and play Space Elevator. I have just enough money to do that while leaving 1 steel remaining. He plays Noctis Farming. He plays an Ocean. He has plenty of gas in the tank, but if he converts right now, he does not get the 8%. So he's going to probably wait on that. I go ahead and play Small Animals after selling my steel. Go ahead and slow him down. Plays that Tech Demo, gets his money, eats my microbes. Very annoying. And I just have to pass for now. He raises heat. We are in the situation now where if whoever gets the oxygen will also give the other person the heat. So it's a very good play to set it up like that. But psych, he has Nuke Zone too. Somehow this guy even got a Nuke Zone. And so now he gets to just get the Ocean bonus for free. And also is probably going to put it there for Ocean there and then 6 cash back. Oh, no. He's going to do it for 4 cash back and blocking my city even further. Now I can't SP Greenery to get the 2 plants for the conversion. So a very nice play on his part. And also him getting 2 plants now gives him enough plants to be able to convert as well. Yeah, in case you haven't noticed, it's been a while since I've watched this game, but just look at this insane sequence that he just got. Absolutely brutal. Oh, and now he finally bothers drawing his cards, because he had all those cards just sitting in his hand. And I've never seen those cards, by the way. He just drew all those cards, just at random. Crazy draws for him. So he's massively outproducing me here. It's very scary to have 25 to 44, but at least I have, 13 cash swing here, so it's not massive, but the point difference in the TR is what's so scary. Here I just take CEOs, because birds keep the media group away from him. Interesting choice here between Noctis and Protected Valley. I think it's Noctis City, just because he already has a city there. I don't want him to put a city there and then get a bunch of easy surrounds. Protected Valley isn't that good for him. It's not much better than the standard greenery. Here I just take pets, because bio package. But I decide that I have enough bio package for now, and I don't think pets is going to be affordable. But then I'm like, oh, but maybe, and I do decide to take pets. Because bio package, and I'm playing at least 1 city. Highlander is already clearly winning on Landlord. He's up by 6, so I think Banker has to be funded here to not give him the fund for 8. Then I go ahead and play Farming. Since he was nice enough to raise the heat, I might as well get that value. He immediately plays Giant Ice Asteroid. So my own hubris, I could have converted with Farming and Conversion, but then I give him Landlord for 6 cash cheaper. And, I mean, he had Deimos and Giant Ice Asteroid. How lucky can one guy be? Because I sure didn't see those cards. So that's it. Heat track is taken care of. Ocean track is basically taken care of. Oxygen track is all that's left, and it's looking pretty good for him on that oxygen track too. Go ahead and sell it and play my pets. That way, if he plays any cities, I'll get a VP from it. Now go ahead and play Herbies and get that value as well. Slow down his plant prod. If I can slow down his plant prod enough, maybe I'll survive. And then he has Lake Marineris. Like, I'll admit, at this point I raged a little bit. Like, how can you have Giant Ice Asteroid, Comet, Deimos Down, and Lake Marineris, and Nuke Zone with this setup? I did not see those cards, my friend. So yeah, obviously an insane card for him. Oceans are absolutely done now. All that's left is Oxygen, and he's Ecoline. He's in great shape here. I have no choice but to pass now and just cry. Again, he draws afterwards because he already had all this in his hand. It's disgusting. And he plays Insulation, deciding he's going to try and fight on Banker. I don't really know why he played Insulation here. He paid 2, he bought it for 3, so it's a net of 0. So I don't think that was worth it. And now I have an avenue to fight on Thermalist potentially, but probably not with him having optimal arrow breaking. Okay, so obviously Fish is really good. However, giving him Towing a Comet is very scary because he has that Titanium and he has optimal in Media. And my fear is that with Towing a Comet, that takes care of 1 oxygen, gives him the plants for a 2nd oxygen. I think he's just 3 away. He has ocean rebates available to him. I think that if I give him Towing a Comet and he already has a 9 discount on it from the Titanium, then he's capable of ending the game. So I say, that's really scary. And then, do I actually pass it? I really thought I went back and cut it. Nope. Okay. I basically say I don't think it's much better than this SP Greenery, but I don't know about that one. That's pretty greedy to take Fish there. ICS, I don't want to... It's a point dump for me. It's a use for my Titanium that I don't currently have, so just take it. Then he gives it back. And I basically say, yeah, I'm not giving it back to you because I am afraid you'll end if I give you that. I take 2, Fish and ICS. My goal is that I somehow stall him out this gen, play ICS next gen, and it'll be worth having. He keeps 2 cards. He does SP Greenery. Yep. Then he converts. So now we're just 3 away. Very scary. So I can't convert my plants here. If I do, that just hands him the win. So I absolutely cannot convert any plants. So I just have to stall it out, and I go ahead and play Open City down here, cut off his Ocean Walk, and set up a nice city for myself there. He steals some money from me. He activates his ants, but he only has 47 cash, and he needs 3 SP Greeneries. Without that Towing a Comet, I don't think he has enough. So I go ahead and play Fish, go ahead and use it, and I play the birds, and I use that as well. He now has no plants whatsoever. He draws a card, and he draws a card. So at this point, I'm thinking I'm safe. I'm taking my Fish, and it doesn't let me show the score, but I basically think that I have enough of a bio combo package that with another gen, I should have enough animals and microbes and ICS and ecosystems and Noctis and all this good stuff to effectively pull together a win. And I think that with no plant prod, I'll be able to kind of outscore him on that. And so that's my hope. He sells some patents. Sells a patent again. So I use my birds. Go ahead and use my CEO's favorite project. Alright, so I don't remember when this happens, but remember how he drew 2 cards here. and then sold some cards. Let's see what happens here. Alright, he's continuing to sell off. But I know what's coming, and I'm so sad about it. Since he's selling off, I can't just pass here. I have to play Advanced Ecosystems. So get all that 5 points for myself there. So yeah, that's 5 points for 14. Insane value. So here it comes. Oh, yeah, and the titanium for the probe. Yeah, absolutely. So here it comes, though. Media Archives. So I remember how I said, maybe I should have kept that card. It was +4 cash for him. But by itself, not really that much. He does the SP Greenery. Okay, I'm scared, but 26 cash. If he has Mangrove, he can get close, but I still don't think he's going to be able to end here. That's my thought. And so I'm like, okay, I think I survived. I don't think he has enough. I go ahead and sell a card, and I decide I better greenhouses too. Just go ahead and get my points where I can. And here is where I had my chance to win, and he just once again top decked the perfect card from those 2 card draws. He said that, told me later on that he got it from this restricted area card draw. And he plays Strip Mine, the one card in the deck that would let him end the game, and he finds it. And that ends the game. So Strip Mine literally won him the game. And that's it. I have no money to do any other plays, really. I can do a conversion for 4 cash back and play Wave Power, but I can't play any of my other big cards I have here. I search for life, hoping to find a microbe, but I don't. And that's it. That's the game. So I convert between my cities. He doesn't get a conversion, which is funny for Ecoline. So little TR. Look how much TR he had. And pretty good board scores. But then the bio package basically brings me to within 4 points of him. It was 80 to 84. So in another gen, I get another fish, another birds, another small animals. That wouldn't have been another point. I'd get more herbivores, have a chance at more ecozone points. I have cities, my Noctis City, my ICS. He said, yeah, absolutely, next generation, you would win. But because he top decked Strip Mine, the one card that let him end, he takes the game. So well played to him. I will whine about how lucky he got looking at all these amazing cards. The Lake Marineris especially was just like the ultimate kick me while I'm down. But still, he recognized his win condition and played to it very well. He didn't even waste money on a fund. I think a lot of us would have been tempted to fund, but if he'd funded, he wouldn't have had the money for the Strip Mine. So it just worked out very nicely in his favor, and so kudos to him. So that's the game. I wanted to show you a really cool, close game against a good player to show that not all my games are just wins. I do lose from time to time, so hopefully this keeps you on your toes when we're watching replay analysis. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.